People often ask me what are my favourite exercises and what are my favourite workouts. Those are questions which have got very, very long answers, but I decided to put a few examples in this video to show you, to give you an idea of the best exercises I feel for some of the key muscle parts. And we're going to look first of all at the upper body, and I've divided the upper body into 4 areas: the back, the chest, the shoulders and the arms. And I usually work them in that order. I do back and chest first. They're the largest muscle groups in the upper body, and they usually have compound exercises that involve recruiting more than just one group of muscles. And then I do shoulders and arms next. So I was lucky enough to be in California a couple of weeks ago on holiday and went to 2 very, very great gyms. Muscle Beach, which is on the beach at Santa Monica, and Gold's, which is perhaps the biggest and most famous gym in the world. So I filmed at both of those, and Muscle Beach, it was a very, very sunny day. So I think I did my first ever workout, my first ever set of exercises, wearing sunglasses and no shirt. But I still enjoyed it. And I think the crowds watching enjoyed it too. And you can see here, starting off with the back and the chest. So here I am at Muscle Beach doing the first of my 2 exercises for the back. And this is a lat pull down machine, and this works the lat muscle, which is the underarm muscle. Here's a second exercise for the back. This is a seated row. As well as working the lat, this also gets recruitment in the rhomboid muscles, which are either side of the spine. Moving to 2 exercises for the chest. This is probably the best known chest exercise, a bench press. It can be done with the bench declined with the head lower, like I'm doing here, or with the head horizontal, so with the body horizontal, or with the bench in a more inclined position. One of the things about the bench press is it involves the triceps as well as the chest. Here's an exercise that eliminates the triceps and really focuses just on the chest muscles. This is called a dumbbell fly. And that elimination of the tricep recruitment is done by keeping the arms locked at the elbow. So when I do this, I kind of visualise I'm doing something like a tree hug. That comes to work for me. The weather went nasty, so I went indoors to Gold's Gym, but I kept the arms at the same position. So without moving the arms, I'm doing a exercise to shoulders. This is a lateral raise, working the lateral or medial head. Another part of the shoulder is the anterior or front head, and this is exercised by an overhead press. Key thing about here is to bring the dumbbells down to ear heights so that you have right angles at the elbow and at the shoulder at the end of each repetition. Weather got better, so I went outside to do some work for the arms, a triceps exercise and a biceps exercise. Here's the triceps, an overhead extension, which can be done with the head either upright or tucked down as I have here. Either way, the tricep should be the only thing moving at the elbow. And that's in common with this exercise as well, the dumbbell bicep curl. The only thing that should be moving here is the elbow joint. There shouldn't be any movement at the shoulder. I try to visualise that my upper arm is actually welded to the side of my body as I do this exercise, to try to ensure that I don't recruit any parts of the body that aren't meant to be used in this exercise. So how often should you be doing these exercises? Well, I'm a big believer that every body part should be exercised at least once a week, perhaps 2 or perhaps 3 times, but never on adjacent days. So if you're doing a combined back, chest, shoulders and arms workout, like I've just described, then you could do that 3 times a week, maybe Mondays, Wednesdays or Fridays, or maybe twice a week, and then do lower body on the other days. So for each of those 8 exercises, how many sets should you do and how many reps in each set? Well, again, I'm a big believer in sets of ascending weights with 10 repetitions per set. And you move the weight up, provided you've done 10 repetitions with good form. And good form means doing them correctly, not recruiting bits of the body that aren't meant to be involved, not leaning and not struggling too much. So if you've done 10 repetitions with a weight and it went well, you didn't fail, you didn't recruit additional muscles not meant to be used, then move the weight up for the second set. And if you're doing 3 sets, then the same thing applies. And next time you do that exercise, then what was previously the middle weight, make that the first weight. So you're gradually incrementing the weight by workout on workout. So a total of 10 repetitions per set would be my recommendation, with 2 or 3 sets per exercise. That would probably take you about 40 minutes in total, and I hope you enjoy doing it as much as I did. Welcome to the Fit Happens kitchen, and in the kitchen today I'm going to make a meal that you can have at any time of the day. It's a pancake. It's a special kind of pancake. It's a protein pancake, and on top of that it's a banana almond pancake. The almonds come from almonds, the banana comes from banana flavour protein that I'm going to use. It's a very, very healthy meal. Let me explain about the macronutrients in it. It's very high in carbs, and they're good carbs, good slow carbs, and that comes from the 40 grams of oats. 40 grams of oats, already pre-measured it. This gives you slow, easy digesting carbs that will take several hours to be digested by the body's system. Protein comes in two ways. It comes from egg whites. I've already prepared 8 egg whites. Thrown away the yolks, thrown away the shells, but I've kept the egg whites. There's 8 egg whites in here. Each egg white is around about 20 calories. So there's about 150, 160 calories worth of egg whites in there. More protein, and this is where the banana flavour comes from the banana flavour shake. It's whey protein isolate shake, and this particular whey protein isolate shake comes in scoops of 28 grams each, which works out pretty much to 100 calories of pure protein. So protein from here, 100 calories worth of protein from here, about 150 calories of protein from around about, and there's about 100 calories of oats in there. So those are the main ingredients. One more ingredient I'm going to add at the end are the almonds. I'm going to add about 8 almonds on there, and 8 almonds is going to add about 60 calories to the total amount of calories there. So this is about 460 calories in total. It's about 100 calories from the protein, the whey protein shake, and about 150 from each of the egg whites and from the carbs from the oats. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blend all these ingredients together. Then I'm going to head over to the frying pan. I'm going to heat it all up. Then I have a special guest with me today, Dion, a good friend of mine, and Dion's going to try this and let me know whether he thinks it's very tasty as well as being very healthy. Right, the first step of creating the pancake is to blend all the ingredients together. So I have a blender here. Going to start off by putting the liquid ingredient in, which is the egg whites. So we have 8 egg whites going straight into the blender. Going to add the other 2 dry ingredients, going to come to the almonds later. So 40 grams of oats straight into the blender. And finally to the blender we add the banana flavour whey protein isolates. Just 1 scoop of this, about 25 grams. Goes in there. So we've got the 3 main ingredients in the blender. We need to blend them together. Good. See what it looks like. Looks exactly the right texture. Smells delicious. I can already smell the banana in there, and I can already smell the eggs in there as well. I'm going to head over to the hob now. I'm going to start making the pancake itself. So, get the hob working. Get the frying pan. I've got a nice non-stick frying pan here, so hopefully with my non-stick pan I'm not going to make it less non-sticky. This needs just a little bit of a stir to make sure it's happy, which it is, and pour the pancake mixture into the pan. That's looking lovely. Now this is going to take a couple of minutes to heat up. During that time it'll rise slightly and it'll get more solid as well, and you can tell when it's going to be ready when it actually becomes an integrated unit and it becomes more solid than liquid. Time to add the almonds. I'm going to put in about 8 almonds, try and give it a nice little pattern as well. 6, 7, 8. I reckon it's going to need just a little bit more time. Those almonds, of course, providing the essential fats. They're polyunsaturated fats. So I reckon that's just about ready. Pour that onto the plate. Smells good, looks good. Right, so this is the pancake. It's a perfect meal on its own for one person. I'm going to split it with Dion here. So splitting with Dion, we're going to have half of each, so that makes it more of a snack. When it's a full pancake, it's 460 calories, 67 grams of protein. It's a whopping amount of protein, but it's a great protein source for everybody because it's nearly all whey protein isolate and egg whites. It's 30 grams of carbs, nice slow digesting carbs, and 9 grams of good polyunsaturated fats, which is fantastic. So I'd say 460 calories when it's a whole meal. I'm going to share with Dion. Dion, have you had many pancakes before? It's one of your standard meals?
Oh yeah, all the time. pancakes with chocolate, banana, or anything else in it. I love pancakes.
Well, here we've got banana in terms of the banana flavour protein, whey protein shake, and we've also got some extra protein in terms of the almonds. You need to tell me whether it's up to the pancakes that you normally make in terms of the quality.
Okay.
So it should taste rather more banana-y. You should get some of the nut flavour from the almonds, and it's probably less sweet than many pancakes you've had.
It is less sweet, but yeah, it's very good. Very nice.
Nice and tasty?
Very tasty.
Excellent. So there you go, guys. It's a pancake. It's a protein pancake. It's a banana almond protein pancake. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. We're all desperate for a cup of coffee, and we'll see you next time.